Once upon a time, there was a woman who kept checking out the same book. The cover was different each time. The names changed. The places changed. The details shifted just enough to feel new. And yet, somewhere around the middle of the story, she would find herself standing in familiar pages. A familiar disappointment. A familiar feeling. A familiar ending. And at first she thought it was bad luck, then timing, then other people. So she closed the book, placed it back on the shelf, and reached for another. But somehow, the next story led her back to the same place. Different characters, similar plot, different chapters, familiar feelings. And one day, while standing in the quiet of the library, a thought appeared between the pages. Not every story repeats because we chose it consciously. Sometimes a story feels familiar long before it feels fulfilling. And sometimes people return to what they recognize because the mind already knows how that chapter goes, even when the ending is disappointing. Even when the pages have been read before. Familiarity can feel strangely convincing, like a well-worn bookmark, waiting exactly where it was left. And so the woman stood there for a while, holding the book she had returned to so many times, not judging it, not blaming herself for reading it, simply noticing the plot, noticing the patterns, noticing how often familiarity had disguised itself as certainty. And somewhere in that noticing, the story felt a little different. Not because the book had changed, but because the reader had. The story hadn't ended. It simply no longer had to be read in quite the same way. And that was never the end of the story. Only the end of this chapter.